This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
You've had a day and a half to process the Lakers making the monumental decision to trade Anthony Davis to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Here's a few things to keep on your radar. How will LeBron and Doncic coexist on the court? Both superstars like to have the ball in their hands. How much will LeBron and Doncic be willing to defer to the other in key situations? A reminder to you, this is J.J. Redick's first coaching job on any level. Redick could be the determining factor if LeBron and Doncic are successful playing together. Is Redick capable of making this thing work? Last thought, LeBron was not consulted before the trade was made. Had Lakers GM Rob Pelinka asked LeBron about his thoughts on trading AD, he knows LeBron would have said no. If the Lakers don't go far in the playoffs, do not be surprised if LeBron shuts down his spectacular career and retires after the season. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
They can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
On Saturday, February 22nd, you are invited to A Night with the Panthers, a special fundraiser dedicated to supporting Black Panther veterans who now require assistance with essential needs such as medicine, food, and housing. These Black Panther veterans championed human rights, fed the hungry, educated the community, and stood as powerful symbols of resistance and resilience. Despite their incredible sacrifices, loving and serving the people did not come with retirement plans or financial security. So, now it's our time to honor their legacy and ensure that they are cared for with the dignity they deserve. You can help by attending and supporting A Night with the Panthers, Saturday, February 22nd, 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Project 43 Team Post Center, 6841 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles. For more information, contact Black Panther Party Breakfast at gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. That's Black Panther Party Breakfast at gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Made his hands, made his mouth, that black griot tongue, spitting out a call to revolution, not a revolution of blood, but of the mind and hands, that which wills, not destroys, that which lives in faith, not in the untruths of the world. God made his face, and in that face, the revolution that was his real mouth, the ferocity of truth in his eyes, his hands, these stories, with him and in us. Gather your hands, your stories, gather his name, gather.
With the powers that be, nothing's fair. It's a shame 'cause I don't like working too hard. The pressure of rule with power when common sense is in. Like your heart, it beats too slow. There's a world to overthrow. Like your heart.
That Black Grammy winners today. Michelle Ndegeocello won Best Alternative Jazz. We're rooting for everybody black today and every day. It's the beauty of KBLA Talk 1580. So I got a studio full of folks. It's exciting. And I think we got one on the phone. And we're talking well, couldn't get more blackety black for Black History Month, and then the the film festival, the Pan-African Film Festival. I started out the show saying we were going to be celebrating Black History Month more than ever because we're under attack right now. And I believe that will be true, and we're starting it off with you. A guy I haven't interviewed since the 90s when I was 2. He was one of the, when we both were 2, yeah, he's one of the pioneers of Black filmmakers. He been making movies and such since the early 90s, starting when he really was almost 2. Straight Out of Brooklyn, probably his first hit. And then, he's worked pretty consistently ever since then. Member of the Directors Guild of America. He has worked, The Inkwell was probably one of your bigger hits,
yes.
right?
Yeah, everyone still loves that movie.
Yes,
yeah.
That was a beautiful movie. What you may not know is he's been doing a lot of other things in other spaces, i.e. video games, and we'll talk about that and more. Welcome, Matty Rich. Great
Dominique,
to see you.
Thank you for having me. Absolutely. Just the word excitement is it's an understatement of... Number one, let me start off with saying Happy Black History Month, by the way, to everyone. But just being a part of the Pan-African Film Festival, it's legendary. It's historic. Since I've been in Southern California, I've been living here for some time now. I've always enjoyed coming to the festival because it's just not film, it's art. Film and art, and that's what I love, the combination of just art itself.
Yeah, film, art, and fellowship.
That's
I mean,
right.
you get to really hang out and meet a lot of interesting people from all over the world. Guess who's here now? He's the executive director of the Pan-African Film Festival. Oduduwa Olatunji, good to see you.
What up, K Black? What up?
So, you're also a multifaceted individual. You've done a lot of work in the tech space, a lot of work over the years for the Pan-African Film Festival.
Definitely.
But this is your first year, if I'm not mistaken, as the executive director, right?
It's actually the second year.
Second year,
the second year. So, but it's it's still the beginning. I've become the executive director. I'm shepherding the film festival to the next 33 years. That's what we do.
Wow, yeah,
awesome.
We're 33 years in.
Yeah.
It's a huge project, and I know secession is not what Black people are really good at.
Right.
We like but you have taken the reins, and I think, that's a huge responsibility. How are you navigating it so far?
I'm navigating it okay. We are in tumultuous times. We are in crazy times, and Black folks are under attack every day. The anti-Blackness is crazy out here, and the Pan-African Film Festival is an arrow to cut through that. So I stand resolute and strong, ready to get on stage and ready to bring y'all these movies and this art.
Yeah. Well, I think it's much needed. It feels, I said we're going to have a palate refresher today. We're going to talk about movies and culture. And I think it's really something that traditionally we do when stuff gets crazy.
Right.
We're being joined on the phone right now by an icon. She's been on Disney Channel's Proud Family, of course, One-on-One, a classic, the iconic Dr. Dolittle. She is known for playing characters that are actually strong women, womanist coming-of-age stories, Black culture. She's born and raised in Southern California. Award-winning actor, writer, and producer, Kyla Pratt. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
And this year you're an ambassador for the Pan-African Film Festival.
Yes, I am very excited.
You know what? I was looking over, because I always do this when folks come on. I look at their IMDb, just because, we forget things. Like, I seen this woman in this, that, and the other thing, but what did I either miss or forget? And I'm just looking at your episodes, Miss Lady. I mean, just in terms of being somebody, you're like Rihanna. All you do is work. I mean, I was trying to count and I lost count. We're talking hundreds of episodes, which for a Black woman in this business is almost like having a superpower of some kind.
Yes, absolutely. I've been working since I was 7 years old, and currently, in my 30s. And I love what I do for a living. I've always loved it. So to be able to be a part of the Pan-African Film Festival in a different way this year is an amazing feeling for me. I love just bringing art and creating things, and and it's something that me and people who look like me and act like me and walk like me and talk like me and same spaces that I'm from, we can come together, and we need each other always. And now is a wonderful time to make sure that I'm there.
Yeah, well, it's great to hear your voice. You got one of those voices we can recognize instantly and immediately, which is amazing. More on that, though, because I'm a voice person. But, Matty Rich, do you feel like, how do you see the role of the artist in this time? I mean, my dad, the late and amazing Amiri Baraka, was known as, the founder of the Black Arts Movement. And I was raised to believe that all art is political, whether you mean it to be, whether you're intentional about it or haphazard about it. But we are in a very perilous moment in American history, and I just wonder how you see the role of the artist right now.
Well, the artist is the voice of the people, always has been. If it's a singer, an R&B singer back in the days, filmmakers, Oscar Michelle, Spike Lee, we are the heartbeat of our culture. And especially in times like this, it is important that artists remain true, because it's who we are as a culture, and to tell our stories. I tell you, when I started in this business, I was 19 when I did Straight Outta Brooklyn, but in the 90s there was a revolution, and I feel that same revolution happening again in the arts world, where we knew that we had a mission. Mario Van Peebles, Spike Lee, Ernest Dickerson, Julie Dash. We had a vision and a mission back in the 90s to tell Hollywood that we belong here, that we have a voice and we have stories and we have a culture who want to see our stories. And I think right now, the climate that we're moving in right now, and it's only been a couple weeks, I say this to every artist. It is important that you stay true to the stories that you want to tell and the narratives of our point of view, because we need you.
Yeah. And people are scared. I mean, real talk. People are scared, or they are opportunists.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't be scared. Don't be afraid. I teach screenwriting, also.
At the AFI.
At the American Film Institute.
Which is very prestigious.
Thank you. And I always tell screenwriters, you have to find your voice. There's softwares that will help you, focus on, first act, second act, third act. But what is your voice? What do you want to say? As an artist, you have to have a voice. And that's why, and I'm bringing it back to PAFF, because the Pan-African Film Festival has a voice. That's why I wanted my new film, Birth of the Black Underworld, to screen here.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. It sounds super delicious.
But to the man to my left, I have to say, this brother, he's holding a lot. But when I met him, it was just a kinship that I just knew that I just wanted to be a part of this year's festival.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, Oduduwa Olatunji, I mean, that is very much the legacy of the Pan-African Film Festival, is showcasing Black culture from all around the world, but also a gateway of opportunity for folks without having them have to compromise their voice.
Yeah, exactly. I think too many times Black artists are told to assimilate their art or to make their art speak to a different sector of society or to sell out even. And that is not what we do at PAFF. We show all the diverse experiences of the Black experience. So that is the teachers, that is the people on the street, that is the people in the boardrooms, that is Black folks everywhere. And we give that voice and we march on and we make it happen. we don't stop.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a portal.
Mhm.
It's like a portal. And if you've ever done any time in Hollywood, you know that portal is highly unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you don't just walk in. That's not how it goes.
Yeah, and it's the festival it's a community. It's a community, and that's really the important thing, because over the 33 years, we've helped foster so many careers and so many folks who, they just started off like, oh, I just have a film. And, now they have a major voice.
Right.
And so that's, it's really important. It's really important. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm so glad, we got another 33 years to look forward to. When we continue, we're going to find out about Matty Rich's new film, Kyla Pratt's latest projects, and, of course, where, what, how, who, why, when of the Pan-African Film Festival. Let's be down. Let's get a break from all of this crazy and get some culture in. That's what we're talking about now on KBLA Talk 1580.
A safe place to go loud. A great place for progressive politics. KBLA Talk 1580.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you, neighbor to neighbor, bringing you resources and what you need to know. Sign up for Notify LA on your phone to get fire danger alerts and updates, or check on lafd.org. The Watch Duty app is free and provides wildfire maps and updates in real time. Keep your gas tank full and plan your route in case you have to leave the area. City and county officials are urging you to pack a go bag so you can be ready to leave your home quickly in case of an evacuation order. Your go bag should include a couple of days of clothing, copies of your important documents and ID, money, insurance information, your medications, electronic devices, batteries, chargers, a small radio, and emergency contacts. If you receive an evacuation order, gather your loved ones, grab your bag, your pet food, and leave immediately. For information on shelters for your pets or even your family, call 211 for the City of Los Angeles and 311 county-wide. Wearing a mask outside will help protect you from smoke, toxic fume, and particulate matter. If you don't need to go out, it's best to stay home with the windows closed. Getting to know your neighbors is a great way to stay safe, stay connected, and share resources. And Angelinos are stepping up to help. So reach out and find the assistance you need. Mutual Aid LA Network is constantly updating a Google Sheet with mutual aid resources. You can find it at tiny.cc-malan-fire. The earlier you make a plan, the better off you'll be when every second counts. Praying for LA, preparing, and standing with you. KBLA Talk 1580.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Individual results may vary. Consult a doctor prior to use.
If you've struggled to lose weight in the past, this important message is for you because you could lose as much as 50 pounds or more with Zelfie. Zelfie makes it easy and affordable to get weight loss treatment 100% online. Zelfie providers can prescribe FDA-approved GLP-1 weight loss medications clinically shown to help people lose weight like Wegovy, Zepbound, and others. Plus, help get the medication covered by insurance so it's as little as $0 a month.
The doctors are super helpful, and the meds have been a game changer. It's the first program I've had success with.
Before Zelfie, I was unable to lose weight, even though I was eating healthy and exercising 6 days a week. Zelfie helped me not only lose weight, but I feel so much better.
Text GOAL to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie and see if weight loss medications like Wegovy or Zepbound are right for you. Don't wait. Text now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text GOAL to 200-300. That's GOAL to 200-300. GOAL to 200-300.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DePrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
What a joyous way to start our week. We are celebrating Black History Month with a Pan-African Film and Arts Festival.
Yep.
Executive Director Oduduwa Olatunji is in the studio with me. Filmmaker, director, and film professor at AFI, Matty Rich, is with me. And the iconic voice and face of many a Hollywood television show, film, etc., Kyla Pratt is with me on the phone. Do you have your voice insured for millions of dollars, Miss Pratt?
No, actually, it's not. That's something I should probably look into, though.
I know. I have a friend that always tells me that, and my voice ain't got nowhere near the dollar amounts attached to it as yours does. So I just wondered if that.
No, I didn't even realize how unique my voice was, until I was in public, just being loud, and people would just hear me from. Like I'm miles away, and they're like, "Kyla," and I'm like, "What?" Oh, I'm sorry.
That's happened to me, like at the grocery store and stuff, because people don't know my face, but they're like, "Are you Dominique?" Yeah, you've been listening to me talk. Yes, you've been listening to me talk for 30 years. Yes, it's me. So yeah, okay, we're gonna get on that, Miss Pratt. We're gonna go and get our voices insured.
Yes, handle our business.
Handle that. Standing on business right now. Okay, so Oduduwa, we start Pan African Film Festival tomorrow.
Yes, February 4th, opening night, we are showing Magazine Dreams, which is Jonathan Major's latest film, and tour de force performance. It's like his Taxi Driver.
Can't wait to see it.
Great, yeah.
And you have an opening night event. The opening night and the closing night are two of the big galas of the event.
Yeah, definitely. The opening night is a celebration. I mean, it's a chance to come together and just have a good film, have a good time, and kick off the festival.
So that'll be lovely. Where is that taking place?
It's going to be, the film is going to be at the Culver Theater.
Nice.
And then down the street at Culver 1, which used to be part of Sony Studios, is where the gala is going to be.
So a lot of the films, all of the films are at Culver Theater this year, right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about that. And we got to talk about your film. When can we see your film and talk about what it is, Matty Rich? It sounds really fascinating.
Yeah, thank you. It's the title is Birth of the Black Underworld, and this is a story that's been brewing inside of me, man, for a long time. And I had the script, and I kept hearing no, just a typical Hollywood thing of no, no, no. But when you are a producer, writer, director, or an actor in Hollywood, you hear the word no a lot. And then the no becomes a numbness. Like, okay, no is just a no. It's just a word. It's not something to set you back. And so at this, a couple years ago, me and my wife, we decided that this was something that I wanted to pursue as a short film. So I shot a short film of Birth of the Black Underworld, with Frank Stallone, Rhonda Mormon, some great actors and a great crew. And I submitted that to the Essence Film Festival. And the short film, which was only 5 minutes, won the Audience Award.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
only
amazing.
5 minutes. So it was like, okay, this was like a God just, giving me a wake-up call of you have to finish this film. So it took us, because it was a collective process. It took us 2 years to make this movie. And that would be, we would work on the weekend, every other weekend, when I had more money.
So you're saying 2 years of filming.
It was 2 years of
because
filming.
Because before that, there was a period of writing it,
Right.
getting the funds, which probably is a lot longer
I financed
than that.
it. It's self-financed.
Wow.
So, yeah, self-financed. And so that's why it took 2 years. I just did not. And this goes to any of the artists listening right now. Do not wait for someone's yes. You are the decider of your career.
I'm laughing because me and Miles were just talking about that this morning. It's DIY year for sure. If it was never DIY before, it's DIY right now.
Don't wait, because you'll be waiting a very long time. That happened to me in this business. When you come in this business and you have success, and you're the flavor of the month, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to give you your next job. I decided never again will I wait. I am the person that will dictate, with God by my side, always what I'm going to do.
Yeah. But that's way easier said than done in Hollywood. Films are collaborative processes. They're super expensive, time consuming.
But they don't have to be.
They don't have to be. Okay.
Because people don't realize when I did Strata Brooklyn, which was self-financed also, I had some investors, but primarily, I with my mom and sister's credit cards, it was self-financed. I made that movie for $77,000. It was on film. And the movie grossed millions of dollars. So you do, and I tell it to my students also, is there's high-end cameras, there's cell phones. People are making movies on cell phones.
Yeah.
Different, right?
Better cameras in our pocket than they filmed The Godfather on.
Wow. Well, no, it's funny because it reminds me of a conversation. I can't remember when it was. I was still at the Beat, so it was back some time.
Yeah.
I guess it was 2003. It was right before I left the Beat. With Bill Duke, Carl Franklin, and Forrest Whitaker were all on my show on the same day. And they were saying digital is now, and I was like, no. And they were like, yes, digital is now. You don't have to wait. Pick it up, go get you a camera, learn how to edit, learn how to tell stories. It really is about telling stories, right?
It is. It's all about telling the stories. As I mentioned earlier, you have to know what you want to say. You have to learn and find out what is your passion, where is your voice, right? And that's the hard part. Getting a crew and having people who are more experienced than you, that's important to have that for a young filmmaker, to have that a part of your crew. But you have to have a voice. You have to have something to say. And it doesn't have to be a dramatic thing. You have to, even if you're writing comedy or whatever, you have to have something to say.
You have to have an essence. Kyla Pratt, I think you're very much known for the essence of, your energy, right? How do you preserve that? I see so many people coming into the Hollywood industry and they're packaged or they're molded by the industry out of any originality that they had. And then when they fall flat, they're left with nothing. But you seem like you've done a pretty good job of protecting your vibe.
Thank you. No, I'm all about energy, and I love what I do for a living, but honestly, it's not entirely who I am. I have a family. I have young daughters that I'm raising, and you all know, being in this crazy world, there's a lot of things that can rob you of your essence and rob you of who you really truly are, and I just never wanted to lose myself. And I'm doing a great job at it.
Yes.
I want to live this life, and I want to enjoy it, and I want to tell stories, and I want to network, and I want to create. And I just want to enjoy the time that I have here on this earth, and don't want anybody to rob me of the energy that I have, So every once in a while they try, or every time I turn on the news, we're all under attack in many ways, but you gotta fight for, you and keeping that regardless of what's going on in the world,
I do, and I hear it in your voice. I feel it in your spirit when I see you on the screen, and I'm very grateful for that, because it's a testament to what we can do. We've got news, traffic, and sports right here. Then we're going to continue. How can you be down? How can you come to the Pan-African Film Festival? What else is on the menu? Film and Arts. KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. The LAPD issued a dispersal order after a large peaceful protest in downtown Los Angeles against President Trump's immigration crackdown. This followed Trump's executive order to increase military presence at the border and empower ICE for more deportations. China plans to sue the U.S. at the WTO over President Trump's 10% tariff on Chinese imports, calling it a serious violation and promising countermeasures. Federal investigators are searching for the black box from the medical transport jet that crashed in Philadelphia, killing 7 and injuring 19. The NTSB head described the crash as high impact, leaving the plane highly fragmented. And Sean Diddy Combs, awaiting a sex trafficking trial, was secretly taken to a hospital for a knee scan and is now back in a New York City jail. The 55-year-old music mogul had complained about knee pain. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Choking is the 4th leading cause of accidental deaths. LifeVac is a life-saving airway clearance device, which has saved over 3,000 lives. Go to lifevac.com and enter promo code LIFE to save 20% to secure your home kit today.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
You've had a day and a half to process the Lakers making the monumental decision to trade Anthony Davis to Dallas for Luka Doncic. Here's a few things to keep on your radar. How will LeBron and Doncic coexist on the court? Both superstars like to have the ball in their hands. How much will LeBron and Doncic be willing to defer to the other in key situations? A reminder to you, this is J.J. Redick's first coaching job on any level. Redick could be the determining factor if LeBron and Doncic are successful playing together. Is Redick capable of making this thing work? Last thought, LeBron was not consulted before the trade was made. Had Lakers GM Rob Pelinka asked LeBron about his thoughts on trading AD, he knows LeBron would have said no. If the Lakers don't go far in the playoffs, do not be surprised if LeBron shuts down his spectacular career and retires after the season. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
For 75 remarkable years, our Authors Study Club has partnered with the City of Los Angeles to present African American Heritage Month celebrations. This Friday, February 7th, Mayor Karen Bass and Council President Marquise Harris Dawson will continue this extraordinary tradition with a Diamond Anniversary celebration for the ages. Join Honorary Chair Yvonne Wheeler, President of the LA County Federation of Labor, as we honor today's champions. Join actor and author Courtney B. Vance at the Central Library on Saturday, February 8th for a conversation on Black men healing. Additional free events will continue throughout the month of February, sponsored by the Brotherhood Crusade, LA Metro, and ABC7. Don't miss your chance to be part of this month-long unprecedented legacy. For more information and to RSVP, log on to oascla.org. This is your moment. This is our history. This is Los Angeles leading the nation again.
Time is up. The IRS is in full collection mode for 2024, issuing liens, levies, and garnishments to anyone who has a past tax debt or unfiled tax returns. Don't wait till it's too late. Your paycheck and bank accounts are at risk of being seized. Call now and stop the collection process today. If you're living check to check, no matter how much you're making, you still may qualify for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your tax debt. It's just a 5-minute call to get your options, and it's free. If you owe back taxes, have years of unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to sleep better, business or personal, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief while there's still time. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and tough. This veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. The call is free. Call their hotline number now, 800-652-1714. That's 800-652-1714. Find out if you qualify today. Call 800-652-1714 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
Are you a recent college graduate with a dream of getting a high-paying job in sales? A job where you can grow a lucrative career in multi-platform audio, digital, podcast, social media, and local events, along with world-class training and career growth opportunities. KBLA Talk 1580, located in historic Leimert Park, is currently hiring entry-level account executives for outside sales. Join a team featuring radio hosts Tavis Smiley, Dr. Cornell West, Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L. Hughley, Dr. Nee Cordelai Corte, Zoe Williams, and our very own Dominique DePrima. For more information on attending our upcoming career fair, contact SMB at KBLA1580.com today.
Work, 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 work.
We knew you'd stick around. This is LA's home for progressive talk radio. Welcome back to KBLA Talk 1580.
We are just barely launching our super extra blackety black, globally, worldwide Black History Month. The Black Renewal that comes whenever we get the white lash is on. And just perfectly fitting into that agenda, the Pan-African Film Festival.
Yep.
Oduduwa Olatunji is here, Matty Rich is here, and Kyla Pratt is joining us via phone. Tell us how to be down. How do we find out what's going on? How do we get into the parties? There's panel discussions. You can buy artwork. You can buy fine art or earrings. I mean, it's like a whole experience.
Okay, so you can go to paff.org, or you could download our app. Our app's on the App Store and Google Store and all that. And It has the full list of the events, the full things that are going on this year. Of course, we have our films. We have over 30 world premiere films. We have films from every continent. We have Matty Rich's film, Birth of the Black Underworld. Come out. Right. We have the Spoken Word Fest, which is hosted by Paul Mabon, who many of you will know his face from the progressive commercials. He's the Black progressive man. And what you don't know is that he's a brilliant artist on his own as a comedian, as a spoken word artist. And he's put on this wonderful spoken word show, which is going to be on the 7th. Right on Crenshaw Boulevard at the Baldwin Hills Theater. And
so the Spoken Word Fest is at the Baldwin Hills.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Cinemark. It's going to be a Cinemark, as well as our Student Fest and our Senior Fest. We the idea behind the festival this year is to expand the festival to service more communities, Black communities in LA. And because so many times we have people, and it's interesting with the fires and everything. We get a lot of people from Altadena. We get a lot of people from Pasadena, and people don't understand that, there's Black people all around the basin. It's not just Black people in one neighborhood. And so what we're really trying to do is, get out there. We want to do events everywhere: Culver City, LA, Long Beach, everywhere.
So the Spoken Word, the seniors and the kids is at Baldwin Hills. The films are at Culver. The parties, you got to look on PAFF.org.
Yeah.
And the panel discussions?
The panel discussions are also at the Culver Theater.
Panel discussions are at the Culver. And the Art Fest.
The Art Fest. We really want to get into this. Unfortunately, and this is, I guess I'm dropping a bombshell here. Unfortunately, the Art Fest is canceled this year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Art Fest is canceled this year. We had a unfortunate sort of intersection of events with the whole backlash from the federal government and from up top, and then with the fires, right? So as this whole sort of MAGA insurgency happened, we started to get a lot of pushback from, corporate partners and, different entities, sponsors and everything. And we pushed right through that. And we were dedicated to giving an art show. And then right when it happened, the fires was our last planning time. And so a lot of the artists have been affected personally. A lot of the local artists have been affected personally. And then a lot of the international artists have been affected by the international, politic. And
so it sounds like a perfect storm
right.
on the bad side.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm sure it'll be back.
Oh yeah. We're going to come back stronger. We're actually thinking of ways that we can make the Art Fest even better in terms of just the artists. We're looking at doing a music festival component. I mean, we're coming back strong.
And also, I think in this corporate environment that we're in right now, that's why I keep saying it, and people don't want to believe me. But if you're believing the talking point on social media that DEI only helps white women, that's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. But I think that with time, you'll find some corporations taking that Costco path and saying that resisting the prevailing winds is a good look for them. Black consumers, we spend money. Somebody's got, even if they're not doing it for the right reasons, some folks are going to say, you know what, we're going to keep our thing going. But for sure, I know many people impacted by loss of sponsorships or changing priorities. We're celebrating American history.
And the wild thing, Dominique, is that when you look at the raw business numbers and they talk about merit, we're right there. We're right there. All the Black institutions, we make money. We do business, and people come out and
we make money for white corporations too. Nike.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just one example of many. Yeah.
They're trying to starve the hood.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, starving us is not pleasant.
Yeah.
But we've been through it so many times. You don't kill us when you starve us.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Actually, you make the community stronger. We've been through as a people so much, and we endure racism. We've endured all of the cutbacks and things of that sort. But we as a culture and as a people are resilient. We're a resilient culture. So no matter what is thrown at us, we will continue we will rise. Not to sound cliche, but it is a truth to our culture.
That's where the great art comes from. You know, like they not ready. We're gonna come at them with something they ain't never seen.
Yeah.
And I just want to add to that as well. We are historically known for anybody trying to hold us back. All it does is make us hungrier. All you doing is hurting yourself.
That part.
That's right.
We come back with a vengeance, baby.
I can see why this business doesn't make you bitter, Kyla Pratt. And I think that's powerful. I mean, these people, come here and not everybody can keep their spirit healthy. How do you have like, okay, I won't do this, I will do this, or is it like do you work out? Do you go to church every day? Like, how do you keep your spirit so strong like that?
Well, I don't have any hard nose. I kind of, let things come and then decide in that moment. But I try to stay on my physical and my mental. So I try to make sure I'm doing some type of workout. I try to make sure I'm having conversations with my peers and those around me. I'm also trying to always better myself and learn and grow and surround myself with people who know more than I do. And I spend time with my kids, which is like everything to me. And I just try to find a balance of it all,
Yeah, kids will keep us grounded for sure if we're paying attention.
Absolutely.
But I think as has been highlighted a lot in the past year, this business can be tough on women, especially Black women. Yes. And, I've certainly experienced that firsthand myself. It can make you disheartened. It can make you lose yourself. It can make you change the essence of who you are to try to get over or to try to run away. How do you manage all of that?
I think just trying to sit back and not take things personal. I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, look, if you come in contact with somebody who's trying to tear you down, it's something going on with them. And, of course, we're all human beings, and people are always going to try to tear us down. And situations are always going to happen where we're affected, like for the arts portion of the festival to not be available this year. But I know next year we're not going to be playing. We're like, oh, okay, like you tried to take us down last time, but we're going to come back better than ever. And I take that in my everyday life. Like I just recently finished doing Special Forces for Fox, and everybody's like, how did you stay so long? And I'm like, it's a mental game. It's a mental game of not getting myself down no matter what somebody's saying to me, or no matter how I'm not succeeding today, or, things didn't go my way. Okay, so what's the next solution? What do we do now instead of, allowing it to break me? So it's an everyday battle, but we just have to stick in there and keep fighting for ourselves and for everyone, for our community,
Yeah, I mean, I felt that last night when Doechii was on the stage, when her last word was a word to Black women, and I just feel that the power of our spirit and our resilience and our beauty coming through people like her, people like you, who can, face down whatever that beast is and still be whole. So I appreciate that. Birth of the Black Underworld, set in 1930s Brooklyn, New York.
That's right.
This original story focuses on a Black organized crime family who fought against racism and used their power to help feed, provide clothing, and give shelter to poverty-stricken people in their community. We're going to talk more about that with the director, who's also appearing in the film, Matty Rich. It's all going down at the Pan-African Film Festival. That's next on KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DePrimo when we come forward.
I feel so alone.
I'm embarrassed to talk about it.
How can I help my kid if I can't help myself?
I can't remember when I wasn't stressed.
I don't like it inside.
When you feel overwhelmed by your thoughts and emotions, it's okay to get help. You are not alone.
CalHope is here for you with free, safe, and confidential mental health resources for youth, young adults, families, and you. Find support now at calhope.org.
February is African American and Black History Month, and LA County Library is celebrating the voices and achievements of African Americans throughout the month. Join us for art workshops, family story times, and more. Revisit classic literature from African American authors and discover new favorites. It's a month of learning and fun for library lovers of all ages. Find out more at www.lacountylibrary.org and celebrate Black History Month at LA County Library.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from Nits in the Ad Council.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Time is up. The IRS is in full collection mode for 2024, issuing liens, levies, and garnishments to anyone who has a past tax debt or unfiled tax returns. Don't wait till it's too late. Your paycheck and bank accounts are at risk of being seized. Call now and stop the collection process today. If you're living check to check, no matter how much you're making, you still may qualify for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your tax debt. It's just a 5-minute call to get your options, and it's free. If you owe back taxes, have years of unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to sleep better, business or personal, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief while there's still time. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and tough. This veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. The call is free. Call their hotline number now, 800-652-1714. That's 800-652-1714. Find out if you qualify today. Call 800-652-1714 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DePrima on First Things First.
And the birth of the Black Underworld. I teased it. That's what we call it in radio. I teased it. Oduduwa Olatunji is with me in studio. Matty Rich is with me in studio. Kyla Pratt is on this phone. Okay, so I teased the story. It sounds super good.
Thank you. Like I mentioned that this has been brewing inside of me, Birth of the Black Underworld, for some time. And I wanted to tell a story at a period in our culture in 1930s in Brooklyn. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, about this mobster, this young African-American man who's raised by an Italian mobster and basically grooms this African-American kid to do all the dirty deeds for the Italian and Jewish and Irish organized crime family. But this young kid grows up to be me, the character Satterfield Jackson, with his own organized crime gang. And but they don't get paid what the other mobsters get paid for, but they do all the dirty work. And Satterfield Jackson and his wife Thelma, who's played by Rhonda Mormon, who's an incredible actress, they decide that they want to help the community. That's their purpose. It's not to tear down the community or kill other people of color, but to feed and clothe poor black folks. And that became their mission, is to shake down the mob to take care of the community. And I have to say, shout out to, all of the amazing talent that was a part of this project. Oh my goodness, Dr. Sunshine, who was a part of KBLA family.
Absolutely. She's got a show Sundays.
Yes, I tell you, Shalonda Crawford is an incredible actress. Incredible. Wait till you see what she does.
She's in the movie, I see.
She's in the movie.
I didn't know it was the same Shalonda Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Wait till you see what she does along with, with everyone, with Rhonda Mormon and Frank Stallone is great. And I have to shout out myself. I think this is
yes.
this is the best work I've done. And I don't put my films in any kind of category because they all have their own special thing. But as a mature artist, writing and directing and producing this and actually acting in this role was the most gratifying thing as an artist. When you lay it all on the line and you look at it on the screen, I'm really proud of this.
And we can see it on Thursday, February 13th.
Definitely. I've seen the movie. It is strong. It's like, look, if you like Goodfellas, if you like Scarface, if you if you love gangster movies,
it's not that I'm a gangster or anything,
right. But the thing is, it's the story. It's the story of the American dream, and it is the truth, because historically, this is how a lot of our families had to live back in the day, and he shows all of this. I mean, they have a black love aspect with him and his wife. I mean, this movie, like when I saw it, Matty had a screening for us, and I mean, it's like black GTA back in the day.
Well, it's a full-length feature. It'll be Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Culver Theater. And if you haven't seen it, PAFF.org is where you can get your tickets, all that good stuff. I didn't realize you were an advisor to or somehow also involved in the Sundance Festival.
Yeah. I've been attached to the Sundance Festival since I won Strata Brooklyn in the early 90s. I won the Special Grand Jury Award. But during the pandemic, when the pandemic was just about to begin, Michelle Satter, who's the founding director of the festival, I sat down with her and she says, we really need your help because we're doing this online platform because no one can go outside. And they asked me to come on and teach writing and directing with their online platform. So I did that, and that was great, which led me to work with the AFI, the American Film Institute. And a lot of people don't know that, I've been producing video games with Ubisoft in Paris, France for a number of years, and literally was the voice and the visionary behind the game of the 187 Ride or Die that was released in the early 2000s. And then living in China and Seoul, Korea, working there, doing video games.
Yeah, that's a whole other branch of entertainment that has got its entire ecosystem. Kyla Pratt, what does a PAFF ambassador do? Where will we find you at this extravaganza?
I will be all over the place. I will be at the opening tomorrow, and I will be at the closing ceremony. And I will be coming to enjoy the festivities myself. I am an artsy girl in every kind of way, and I'm trying to be like this gentleman speaking. I'm trying to be in every aspect of everything and learning all that I can learn from everyone there and networking and seeing people who love the same type of things that I do. So just plan on seeing me. If you see somebody with a hat on low-key, I might just be there.
Well,
some days I'll be there made up all in y'all faces. Some days I'm going to be hiding somewhere like, ooh, I want to see this, and ooh, I want to learn that.
Yeah, but that is one of the great things about the Pan-African Film Festival. You bump into actors and directors and studio peoples just hanging out from all over the world.
It's community.
We all have a love for art. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a place that you can come and meet other filmmakers, other artists, and you can make connections and come up with something great. I mean, an interesting story from the festival, which I think is like this is a really interesting story. Is Ryan Coogler was a volunteer at the festival. And this is like back in the day. Wow. He didn't even tell nobody. He was just volunteering at the festival. And the year that he was volunteering at the festival, he met Omar Benson Miller, and who you may know from 8 Mile, Ballers, like tons of films. And we gave Omar a Young Actor, our Canada Lee Award that year. And he went up to Omar and he said, "We're gonna make films someday." And, Omar's like, okay, cool. Ryan went on to do what we all know Ryan did. And this new film that he has, Sinners, with Michael B. Jordan, he specifically wrote a role for Omar Benson Miller in that film. And that was the full circle of what he said at PAFF.
Wow.
Omar had no idea. So that these are the type of things that happen when just being present.
Seeds planted.
That's right.
And then something springs forth.
Yeah.
And we might not even know what it is.
Exactly.
Okay. We only have a couple minutes here. Anyone want to highlight? We'll start with you since you're the executive director. A film that you want to make sure we see.
A film that
other than the birth of the Black Underworld.
Other than the Black Underworld, okay. A couple things. One thing that I want to say is our short program. We're a Academy qualifying festival for shorts. So we have the best shorts. We have a short that was submitted last year called The Last Ranger, which actually is nominated for an Academy Award this year, and hopefully it wins. And so just all of the shorts at PAFF, that's really where the new talent comes from, and like the iconoclastic ideas. Also, we have Sister Nancy story, the story of Sister Nancy. So y'all have heard that song Bom Bom, which has been sampled 1 million times.
Yes.
And so it's her story. Also, we have Birth of the Black Underworld, which is, get that plug in. I mean, we have Magazine Dreams,
I can't wait to see
which
that.
is, like
tomorrow night, opening
Jonathan
night,
Majors. I mean, this guy is one of our great actors.
And then Megan Good is, I think, hosting the
she's introducing him. She's introducing him.
Yeah. Okay, Matty Rich, any films?
I can't wait to see Magazine Dreams. I'm a big Jonathan Majors fan. I just love aesthetically everything that he's done. Acting wise, just really talented.
Yeah, he is very talented.
And you also screening is Captain Marvel. Is that still screening or?
No. Instead, we are going to show another Disney film called Win or Lose, which is going to be part of our student fest. We were going to do something with them, but yeah.
Kyla Pratt, real quick, a film or something you want to highlight?
Not exactly. I feel like there's so many to name. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see so many things. I'm kind of in a different bag now, and looking in from a different lens of producing and directing. And so I just look forward to sit in rooms with gentlemen like these and be able to see all the things that they've created and put together. So there's not really one in particular, but of course, opening night is going to be a blast because Jonathan and Megan are family, but I'm looking forward to everything going on in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you all so very much. Tavis Smiley is up next. Like my mama used to say, history is now, and we are making it together. I'll see you all at the Pan-African Film Festival. Until tomorrow, one love.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. The LAPD issued a dispersal order after a large peaceful protest in downtown Los Angeles against President Trump's immigration crackdown. This followed Trump's executive order to increase military presence at the border and impose 10% tariff on Chinese imports, calling it a serious violation and promising countermeasures. Federal